Again, I just want to thank our team. Our team played resilient tonight. Early on, our defense gave up 2 big plays. After that, they played lights out. And our offense, we were doing probably the most explosive plays we had all year in the first half, and we were killing ourselves with penalties. And we went in at halftime, told the guys, hey, let's settle down, let's play Appalachian State football. And we came out in the second half and did our job. So proud of those guys. You look back on our guys for the last 5 years, and I'm not sure the exact record, but it's like 51-10 or 50-10, I believe. 54-12, whatever it may be, and that's remarkable in college football. And it just speaks volumes of our program and where we're going. And we're excited about this, have a top 20 team in Division I football, and we can't be more proud of our guys.
Ethan Joyce, Winston-Salem Journal. Sean, obviously there's a lot kind of going on around this game, just with your first game, the bowl streak, the seniors wanting to go out at the same time, at the same time with a win. What goes into keeping it about a game and trying to keep everything focused on a moment as opposed to all that's going around it?
No, there's a lot to it. 10 days ago, I believe we didn't have a head coach, and our players are resilient. And when I became the head coach, it became very hectic very fast. And I rely on our players to lead the way. And, again, I just can't say about our team, our program, where we're going. This week I try to live in the moment and enjoy it. Last year I couldn't enjoy it. I wasn't sure what was happening. And this year we just enjoyed it. And if you know our program, know our tradition, and just what we've all been through, it's remarkable what these guys have done.
Coach, Derek Thomas with Baton Rouge Community Radio. How does it feel to win your first game in a bowl game at your alma mater?
Well, you can't put a price tag on it. I mean, it's just a when Coach Drink was left, I wanted this job. I was prepared for the job. I was ready for the job. I bleed black and gold. So if you cut me open, I bleed black and gold. And I knew I was ready for it. And just to know that I was a small part of us winning a bowl, 5 years in a row, a bowl championship. I'm just blessed to be a part of it, and I can't wait for next year.
Sean, you go for it on fourth down twice, and it turns into 2 touchdowns, and one was pretty wild, and one was just a great play by Thomas. What's the conversation heading into those plays? And I mean, obviously, what's the emotion when you convert on those by scoring touchdowns?
Sometimes when you're an assistant coach, you make suggestions. When you're a head coach, you make decisions. And at the time, I had a lot of faith in our defense. I had a lot of faith in Zach Thomas, and I had a lot of faith in Thomas Hennigan. And I know when Thomas Hennigan's in a position to make a catch, it's better than 50-50. And why not go to your playmakers? And again, if we didn't get it, people would probably boo me right now, but I said a long time ago, we're not going to play scared at Appalachian State. We're going to play aggressive and let the cards fall where they fall.
Coach Ryan Hancock, WT Will FM and Crescent City Radio. It's very hard to win a ball game. It's very hard. It's even harder to win 5 bowl games. What does this bowl win mean for the future of Appalachian State football?
Well, it's hard to win in general. But when you look at our success over the last 5 years, where we came from, we're in the Southern Conference, one of the premier conferences in college football. We jumped into the Sun Belt, which is one of the premier conferences in the Group of 5. It speaks volume from the top down, from our chancellor, from our athletic director, to our coaches. And those guys have a vision to where they want to go, and I'm just a small piece of it. And I do believe we have greater things ahead of us, and I just can't wait to be a part of it.
David Ware, 24/7 Sports. Sean, defensively, you got hit with a couple of haymakers early. Obviously, you made some adjustments. This is a team that gave up less than 20 sacks this season. You had 6 tonight. What were the conversations between you and Ted Roof about what adjustments he was making and how to ramp up pressure?
Well, again, I don't get too much involved in the defense. I have a lot of confidence in Coach Roof and his staff. They got us in certain formations that were one-on-one with our corners, and they made plays. And we talked at halftime about, hey, listen, keep the ball in front of you. Don't let the ball get over your head. And our D-line, we told them, hey, listen, you have to get to the quarterback. And we can't set in coverage for 3 or 4 seconds, and you have to make a play. And our guys stepped up. 6 sacks is pretty damn remarkable. I mean, as an offensive line coach, you have 6 sacks, you're pretty discouraged. But it speaks volumes for our players. And, again, you know our guys, David, and we're not the biggest guys in college football, but one-on-one battles with a big offensive lineman will win 85% of the time.
Derek Thomas with Baton Rouge Community Radio again. Early in the game, UAB's defense seemed like they were stopping your offense, but you kept chipping away, and then finally Mark and Darrington was able to break some runs open the run game. So talk about just the faith to continue running the ball.
As an offensive line coach, now the head coach, you know what's working. And when they were stopping the run, it wasn't because we weren't blocking the right guys. It's because we weren't sustaining our blocks. And we told our guys, hey, listen, we need another 1 second. Just give us one more second, and those plays will be there. I give credit to Coach Riley. He called a great game. And so I just told him, hey, keep running the football. They're going to pop. And that's been consistent throughout the year. If you just keep chipping away, those things are going to pop. And our style of offense with the outside zone play, they have to fit it right every single time. And that A gap, B gap, and C gap get bigger and bigger as the game goes on. And we knew our game plan was to run the football and against a very good defensive line. That was probably one of the best lines we faced all year. They were long, they were rangy, they could run. And I give credit to Coach Riley and our staff for just doing what we do.
Sean, can you talk a little bit about what it took from your staff over the past week and a half to come out here and win this ball game? Some of these guys are not going to be here next week. You've got some decisions you're going to have to make. What does it take for a group of professionals to come together under those circumstances and deliver a bowl win?
Well, we had this conversation last Sunday, and right now we have 3 coaches that are going to Missouri with Coach Drinkowitz, and those guys, they were here all year long. They know what it takes for us to be successful. We have DJ Smith, who's a true Mountaineer. He will always be a Mountaineer. Charlie Harbison, who coached corners at Missouri. I can't speak enough volumes of the impact he's had on our kids. Coach Link's done a great job with special teams. He's one of the best coaches in college football on special teams. His numbers speak for itself. But again, we had a conversation about finish the mission. We're 13-1, one of the best records in all of college football. And again, we'll have hard conversations with staff members. But again, I don't want to lose guys, but I want guys who want to be here for the long haul. I signed a 5-year contract. Sean Clark is not leaving App. They're going to have to let me go. All right, they're going to kick me out of Boone, North Carolina. I'm here for the long haul. I want guys that want to be here, and I can't wait to take this program to places it's never been before.